All right, so again, this week we are going to be talking about multiplying polynomials. And today we're going to just talk about multiplying monomials and binomials. Last week we touched on distribution, and I noticed some mistakes with multiplying monomials and binomials and polynomials in general, so we're going to talk some more about that. So if we look at number 1, if you notice we have 3x times 6x squared. Again, the parenthesis means that we're going to multiply. I'll add that symbol in. If you want to, you can. Hopefully you're getting used to just recognizing that that automatically means multiplying. And the first thing we will do is multiply our coefficients, the numbers in front of the variables. So we have 3 times 6. Again, hopefully everyone knows 3 times 6 is 18. And now we need to multiply our variables. So again, I was talking about this last week. X is the same as x to the first, and when you multiply, you add the exponents when you are multiplying. So if they have the same base right here, our base is x, you're going to add the exponents. So I will put the x down here just to make it easier for everyone. We have 1 x to the first, or x times x squared, so that would be 1 plus 2. So our answer should be 18 x to the third power. Again, when we multiply and we have the same base, we add the exponents. All right, if we move to problem 2, we have 3x squared times 4x to the 5th power y to the 2nd power, or y squared. And same thing as the last problem. We are going to multiply our coefficients first. So we will multiply the 3 times the 4, and you should get 12. Now we move into the variables. Again, if they have the same base, we can add our exponents. So we have x squared times x to the 5th, and again, they have the same base, so we can add our exponents. And lastly, we have our y squared. We can't combine that with anything, so that's just going to go on the end. We're multiplying, we don't combine that with the x squared. It's not x y to the 4th, it's just the y squared on the bottom. So then we will just combine that and add the 2 and 5 to get 7, and you'll get your final answer of 12 x to the 7th y to the 2nd, or y squared. And that is our final answer for multiplying that there. All right, moving on to number 3 through 11. This might look super confusing, but it's actually just like the last ones we were solving. If you look inside the squares or rectangles, you'll see number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. What we're doing here is you are going to find the area of each of these little rectangles using what's on the outside of those rectangles. So if we look at number 3, to find the area, again, we have to multiply length times width. So if our length is 3x and our width is 4x, we're going to be multiplying those two to find the answer to number 3. So down here, all I'm going to do is write 3x times 4x and solve that one. So 3x times 4x, again, if we want to put our 1's here, it's 3x to the first and 4x to the first. Again, we multiply our coefficients first, so 3 times 4 should give us 12. Then we have the base of x, x times x, or x to the first times x to the first, should give us x to the 2nd. So our answer for this one will be 12x to the 2nd. Similar thing if we move on to 4. If we look at 4, we have 3x times 7y squared to get us number 4, or problem number 4. So we have 3x times 7y squared. Just like last time, like number 3, 2 and 1 for that matter. We do our coefficients first, so 3 times 7 should give you 21. This is x to the first, and we are not multiplying any other x's, so we can't combine that with anything, so we'll just put our x to the first, or x down here. And then we also have a y squared, or y to the second power, that we'll bring down as well. That doesn't combine or multiply with anything because there's no other similar bases. So our final answer for this one, for number 4 there, is 21xy squared. Another way to say that would be 21x to the first, y to the second. All right, here is your job for the rest of the period. Again, you're going to do 5 through 11. Remember, when you're doing these, you are going to do the length times the width. So the length for this side is over here to the left. The width will be above it. So 5 would be 3x times xy. Go ahead and get started on those. If you have any questions, I will be here to help you.